Negotiation is a subtle art in real estate. But if you have hired a skilled negotiator and let them guide you in this at times complex and stressful process, you can rest assured that your financial interests are in good hands. On the other hand, inept negotiation tactics can sink a deal pretty quickly. So, today I would like to share 5 negotiation tactics homebuyers and their agents should avoid. Hey, it's Munara, real estate agent from the beautiful Palm Beaches, Florida. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and click that notification button. Thank you. Go back to negotiating tactics. Lowball offers. Going far below market value when you make an offer isn't likely to be in your interest. Notice that I said market value rather than list price, which can be set unreasonably high, in which case your offer is not lowball. Or maybe the house is unique enough that the comps aren't easily available, in which case it would be hard to tell what the right price is. Back to making an offer far below the market price. If you really like the house and are genuinely interested in owning it, a lowball offer may damage your credibility and become a drag on further negotiations. It also matters who is selling, their personality and their agent's personality, why they're selling, and how long the house has been on the market. This is when having a good realtor in your corner is really important. If the house just came to the market and you're lowballing, the owner will likely pass because they're going to want to give their house a chance to be seen by others to get better offers. If the house has been sitting on the market for a while, you should find out if the price was set higher initially and then dropped a few times, and by how much. Try to find out as much as you can about the seller's situation. Again, your realtor would be invaluable here. Remember, knowledge is power. Non-standard contingencies. Contingencies let you, the buyer, walk away from the deal without any penalty, so you can get your earnest money deposit back even after the contract is signed. Common contingencies include inspection, appraisal, and loan approval. A bit less common, but still widely used, are home sale contingency, which stipulates that the buyer will go through with the purchase only if they sell their own home, and title contingency, which stipulates that there are no clauses on the title. There are a number of much less common contingencies. For example, a job offer or promotion contingency, early occupancy or early buyer possession contingency, which would allow the buyer to rent the property from the seller before closing takes place. Inclusion contingencies is when the buyer likes the furnishing or an appliance in the seller's house and requests to include it in the sale. A pet approval contingency may be added if the HOA has a strict pet policy. If your offer is burdened with such uncommon contingencies, you are likely to run into significant objections from the seller, especially in a seller's market, or if your area is awash with cash buyers. Incremental negotiations. Don't continue to go back to the seller with small increases in your offer. It can grow tiresome and it's usually counterproductive. The seller may shut you out and go on to consider other options. Instead, have a good strategy in place. And by good strategy, I mean gather as much intel as possible, such as the comps, how the house compares to similar properties. For example, it may have an outdated kitchen or maybe closer to the highway, overall condition of the house, seller motivations, availability of competing offers, and so on. Use such information to your advantage and shoot for getting your offer accepted rather than trying the let's see what happens tactic again. Take it or leave it. Any market, housing included, has two sides, buyers and sellers. Their goals are often diametrically opposite each other. A gain for the buyer usually comes out of a loss for the seller, and vice versa. It's not always zero-sum, but interests usually don't coincide. So, it's absolutely normal and expected that two sides negotiate to gain advantage for themselves. Therefore, try not to draw a line in the sand with your initial offer, leaving no room for negotiations. It's a non-starter that may antagonize the seller. They may think you are too stiff to hold reasonable negotiations in order to arrive at a mutually agreeable price. Nitpicking after inspection. Obviously, if inspection reveals a major issue, you should have it factored into the final sale price or renegotiate the contract. But insisting on a lower price for every minor repair can put negotiations in a stalemate. So ask yourself, is this doorknob or a missing light fixture really worth the risk of a scrapped deal? Just to give you a bit of a perspective, a $100 repair in a $400,000 townhouse is 0.00025 of the overall value. If there are several minor repairs that add up to a significant amount, you could ask for credit or request getting them fixed. Just do it all at once, instead of constantly going back with small requests. However, sometimes many small issues may indicate poor overall maintenance, signaling possible bigger issues later on. So keep an eye on that. Thank you for watching, guys. If you like this video, please put the thumbs up and make sure to share with your family and friends. And if you have any real estate needs, you should call, text, or email me. I would be delighted to help. Until next time.